Welcome to the ABC of the Animal Kingdom. The basking shark is the only extant member of the family Cetorhinidae, part of the mackerel shark order Laniformes. Johan Ernst Gunnerus first described the species as Cetorhinus maximus from a specimen found in Norway. The genus name Cetorhinus comes from the Greek ketos, meaning marine monster or whale, and rhinos meaning nose, while the name maximus is from Latin and means greatest. The basking shark is a coastal pelagic shark. It lives around the continental shelf and occasionally enters brackish waters. Water that has more salinity than freshwater, but not as much as seawater. It is found worldwide in boreal to warm temperate waters, although it has been confirmed to cross the much warmer waters at the equator. It characteristically migrates with the seasons. The basking shark regularly reaches 7 to 8.5 meters, 23 to 28 feet in length, with some individuals reaching 9 to 11 meters, 30 to 36 feet. The average weight is around 4.6 tons. A 12.27 meters, 40.3 foot specimen, trapped in a herring net in the Bay of Fundy, Canada, in 1851, has been credited as the largest recorded. Its weight has been estimated at 16 tons. They have been mistaken for great white sharks. The two species can be easily distinguished by the basking shark's cavernous jaw, up to 1 meter, 3 feet 3 inches, in width, longer and more obvious gill slits that are accompanied by well-developed gill rakers, smaller eyes, much larger overall size, and smaller average girth. Coloration is highly variable. Commonly, they are dark brown to black or blue dorsally, fading to a dull white ventrally. These sharks are often noticeably scarred, possibly through encounters with lampreys or cookie-cutter sharks. The basking shark's liver, which may account for 25% of its body weight, is thought to play a role in buoyancy regulation and long-term energy storage. The basking shark is a ram feeder, filtering zooplankton, very small fish, and invertebrates from the water with its gill rakers by swimming forwards with their mouths open. Basking sharks feed preferentially in zooplankton patches dominated by small planktonic crustaceans called calanoid copepods. Basking sharks have few predators. White sharks have been reported to scavenge on the remains of these sharks, and killer whales have been observed feeding on basking sharks off California in the US and New Zealand. They are slow-moving sharks feeding at about 3.7 kilometers per hour, 2.3 miles per hour, and do not evade approaching boats, unlike great white sharks. Though large and slow, it can breach, jumping entirely out of the water. It is believed that it could be either an attempt to dislodge parasites and commensals, or an intraspecific dymatic display of size and strength. That is a threatening or alarming behavior to frighten or momentarily distract a predator, allowing it to escape. Basking sharks are usually solitary, and they move thousands of kilometers during the summer and winter, seeking the richest zooplankton patches. However, during the summer months, in particular, they aggregate in these patches where they can form sex-segregated shoals. These usually occur in small numbers, 3 or 4, but there have been reported shoals up to 100 individuals. Mating is believed to occur in early summer, and while the gestation period is unknown, it is believed to last more than a year, perhaps 2 to 3. Basking sharks are ovoviviparous. The developing embryos first rely on a yolk sac with no placental connection. Their seemingly useless teeth may play a role before birth in helping them feed on the mother's unfertilized ova, a behavior known as oophagy. In late summer, the female gives birth to a small number of young, which are born fully developed, measuring 1.5 to 2 meters, 4 feet 11 inches to 6 feet 7 inches. Because little is known about them, the exact lifespan of the basking shark is a mystery, but experts estimate it to be about 50 years. Historically, the basking shark has been a staple of fisheries because of its slow swimming speed, placid nature, and previous abundant numbers. Commercially, it was put to many uses: the flesh for food and fish meal, the hide for leather, and its large liver, high in squalene content, for oil, and used in conjunction with surfactants in formulations as an adjuvant in influenza and malaria vaccines. Aside from direct catches, bycatches and trawl nets have been one of several threats to basking sharks. In New Zealand, basking sharks had been abundant historically. However, after the mass bycatches recorded in the 1990s and 2000s, confirmations of the species became very scarce. The IUCN Red List indicates this as an endangered species. If you love dogs and cats as much as we do, stay tuned on Sundays. We will also post new videos about wild animals and insects every Thursday. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you do not miss any of our incredible videos.